things up, and then we had to spend another 2 hours fixing things up. But generally speaking, the concept itself was made under 10 hours, so that's good.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I mean, I guess uh yeah, I mean, we need to get this thing done. Like, stop farting about and actually get something done. I think that's what we should shoot for today. Do you think that's fair?
It's
It's
very
very
pessimistic.
pessimistic?
Pessimistic.
Pessimistic
Yes.
to shoot to get it done today? You mean
Yes.
optimistic?
No.
I don't understand what you're
Pessimistic.
saying, man. We're having some communication issues here.
No, not really. So that's the what I'm trying to say is that it should be done, and we should be making money today.
Oh, making
Not when.
money. Oh, that's optimistic. Well, you can't make money until you actually ship the thing. So I see what you're saying here. I see what you're saying. I feel it. I feel it. All right, cool. So, updates since last time. I told you I did get stressed from the time, just stressed from being on the clock, you know, us needing to get this done below a certain number of hours. Anyway, I was just messing around. I was just messing around. And then I thought, okay, wouldn't it be cool if we could create like the ultimate experience? Because right now the user experience is, frankly, it's rubbish, right? Um, we haven't worked on the user experience at all, so it is rubbish. It's expected to be complete rubbish, which is totally fine. But what would the ideal experience look like? That's what I was trying to explore. And then, I was messing around with V0 Dev and ended up with this here, uh, which, you enter your domain.com. You can see what the experience might look like. It extracts your business information, and then you say generate keywords. It generates your keywords for you, and then it says, oh, you can regenerate if you want, or you can create a content strategy. You create the
You
content
should admit
strategy.
that this has been done offline, man.
What?
This is too much work.
Okay, it didn't take that long. I mean, it was really just telling the thing what I was hoping for, but
It's a massive progress, this one, man.
this is
Massive.
not functional. This doesn't work. This is just front end, okay? So
Yeah.
content strategy, you can give feedback if you want, and then you can, proceed to generate content ideas. So uh, make it better or whatever. You can apply the feedback, it regenerates a content strategy. Otherwise, you proceed, and then it generates the posts, and you can add them to the queue. When you add them to the queue, the publication queue gets updated, and then, you know, that's it. That's basically it. You can generate more content ideas. They're grouped by like the content pillars that you're going for, and you can also like generate more. But this is the rough sort of idea. I think like this experience would be phenomenal. Like that would be amazing, if this were something that we could implement.
I like the general theme. It's amazing.
Yeah. So basically what I did is then I told it, all right, so create a design doc based off implementing this design. So I just downloaded it. I just
Yeah.
downloaded this design and then I told it, hey, this is what the thing looks like. Um, oh, I was gonna run this, just adding the toast. It relies pretty heavily on toasts. Let's see if we can add the toast. So I gave it the front end files and I told it, hey, I'd like you to implement this. So it came up with a design doc. It says revamp the user experience, referencing the new design as implemented in blah, 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 blah. The goal is to deliver a seamless, delightful, and modern workflow. Okay, great. The current workflow lacks whatever. And then it says, all right, there's going to be some back end changes we need to make, and then some front end changes. Um, and then, handle polling as well so that it can do like dynamic updates.
And the design it's based off was like a ready design.
No, I didn't give it a design. I guess this is like the default.
So that's just instructions and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Here's what I give it. I just gave it the screenshot of the last version we had. This was actually the last version we had, which is some rubbish default. Basically, what I told it is I want you to take the
Enhance
information
it.
from here and then, yeah, create a new user experience based off of that. And then it did a bunch of stuff, and then I told it, "Good start, but I'm convinced you can do better." And then it made it even better. And then I just removed a few things, and that's it. Like that was basically it. And then I told it it had a header here, so I just told it to drop it. Um, that's it. Yeah, that's all I did. It was like five messages to the V0. I tried to fix this because it's not aligned, but it couldn't figure out how to do it. So I was like, forget it.
No, it's fine. It just looks. I thought it was on purpose.
No, no, no. It made it by mistake. It's supposed to be aligned. Hooks slash use toast components UI toaster. Use override to override. All right. Okay. So anyway, it's working on implementing the designs now and making the necessary modifications to the backend so that it can support it can support, sharing status updates and all that great stuff. Shall I refactor to call post keywords? Yes, let's see. Yeah, of course. Of course, that's stupid. Why would you use a stupid set timeout? Okay, checking. All right. Okay. Man, yesterday there was something wrong, and Google Gemini 2.5 Pro is not working with Cursor. I don't know why.
Cursor.
Yeah, and then it was using GPT 4.1, which was just rubbish. But thank God it's working now.
They're claiming that 2.5 outbeats like the competition by far.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. By the way, the viewers are complaining about not being able to see your whole face. They're only seeing your right
Complaining.
shoulder.
Yes, they can reach out to me in private for sure. I was reading about Cloud Code. Have you ever used Cloud Code?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've tried it. The CLI tool.
Is it uh, is
I
it
have it set
as
up.
good as they claim to be?
I mean, I don't know what I would use it for. I feel like Cursor has better context. And maybe if you have a
Mm,
bug and you want to fix it, that's a quick way to do it. But I don't know how that would be better than just using Cursor and mentioning the specific file you're trying to fix.
yeah.
Probably doesn't support streaming yet and likely returns all titles in one go. For now, I can refactor generate titles to make a single fetch call and assume it returns an array. Yeah, we don't need to stream titles. We're going to get all of the titles in one go, but you can stagger them on the front end so it looks like they are coming one by one or they're gradually being added. There's no point in making it stream in the
They're
actual front
limited.
end. Yeah, it streams the like. Why would you need to stream the stupid title? That doesn't make sense. What else we got? I would be shocked if this actually worked. I mean, this would be phenomenal. That would be an amazing workflow. So you do the proof of concept in NaN, and then get the thing working. Make sure you're happy with the output. Download the JSON file. Create the front end in Next.js using Cursor, and then uh, uh, go to v0.dev, whip up a new front end that is optimized, and then implement the front end, like glue the front end with the back end that already exists in Next.js. That would be an amazing workflow. Remaining functions still use mock set timeouts, and then there are functions like save to project, blah blah, that are currently front end only, but would likely need API calls. Okay, what would you like to tackle next? Okay, let's do 1 to 3, then work on the queue functions later. Make sure to update the plan based on everything you've done so far using Markdown to-do format, and add any new tasks you foresee needing to do. Okay.
Go for it, my man. Go for it. I'm not sure why, but sure. I have to. I guess I am.
Oh, oh wow. Whew. Okay. All right. Did I update the plan? I'm not seeing any updates to the plan. Didn't I explicitly tell it? I'll assume we can reuse. What? Okay, let's tackle that. After that, I'll update the design. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Okay, do that first, then we'll update the doc. The API should return the updated strategy with the feedback. What? I don't know if it actually does that. Current implementation doesn't allow editing, blah blah, it doesn't actually enable. Therefore, I cannot fully implement the API call. I'll add a to-do explaining the limitation. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Update the design document. Now I'll update. Okay, okay, okay. Very nice. Let's do it. Whoa, that got complicated. Whoa. Okay. That's a lot of work. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. So what's the issue? Phase two, so phase one API refactor, implement true streaming progress for long steps, currently polling via status. Okay, so there's some backend changes that need to be made. Handle edit business info, requires UI changes. So what? Like do the UI changes, mate. Do the UI changes. Implement API polling for long running operations. Implement polling status. Not sure exactly how that's going to work. Okay, okay, okay. I'd suggest tackling polling for long operations next. Is okay, or if you prefer, you can start queue management. Do we have queue management in the list? Oh, okay. It's got its own thing over here. Very nice. So it's got a clear idea of all of the pending stuff. The queue management is the
Post
this thing here. Yeah, yeah. Which is good. It's good it's thinking about that. That's gonna require like some database changes as well. We don't currently support queues in the database schema.
Prisma.
Yeah. We don't have anywhere to put them. So we need to create a new table. Anyway, yeah, I think it makes sense to do a long operations thing, polling long operations. Yeah, before doing the long operations thing, can you think about like how best we can implement this from both a front end and a back end perspective? You can update the related tasks in the design document, but don't write any code yet. Okay, what are we thinking? The endpoint will be pulled. It should query a database for status of ongoing or recently completed jobs. Could return information about the latest job. Response should be structured. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see. State management.
Progress what?
State the UI to indicate crawling in progress. Start polling. Okay, so you have like one endpoint called the status endpoint where you pass in like some operation ID, and then this will be generic, so it will apply for different things, and then when it's done, it just returns the object. Interesting. All right, let's do the polling thing. What do you think?
Yep. I feel like it's adding a bit more complexity, but
I mean, the alternative is to use this thing called server-side events, or server-sent events, where
yeah, if it
you
sounds
open
like
a long-running connection with the server and
yeah,
then it streams results, but that's also going to add complexity. The polling thing gives you like a streaming type vibe, but
mm,
without, doing true streaming.
yeah. Let's go for it.
Given the foundational nature of polling for the main workflow steps, I'd recommend starting with option one. Start implementing polling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, mate. Let's do one. But I think we should yeah, I think we should start a new chat because things are going out of control and it's saying start a new chat for better results. That's what it's saying down here. So maybe we should start a new chat. Start implementing. Okay, this is a foundational piece. We are referencing this. I think we're good. We're good to go. Make sure to update the design doc when you're done, mate. Right? Okay. I feel like maybe there's something we can do in the meantime, while instead of just staring at the output, like a way to multitask, or maybe we should just probably be committing, committing the stuff that it's adding here. I should probably have committed before sort of diving into all of this stuff. Great, got that one too. Now I need to read the contents of dashboard page to see how handle URL submit. Okay, I've reviewed. It's a substantial file. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let's start. You know, I always freak out whenever it doesn't finish the sentence. And then I worry that, I don't know,
To collapse.
you'll have to pick up where it left on. Like, good luck with that, huh?
Like I can imagine going through all the code and
Yeah. I mean, these AIs, they talk to you like you actually know what it's talking about, and then you pretend like you know what it's talking about. In reality, you have no freaking clue. We're not on the same level. We're not on the same level. But I think like they explicitly designed the AIs to pretend that, we're on the same level or make them believe we're on the same level. Something like that, you know?
yeah. Are we not on the same level?
No, we're not. Definitely not. Okay, so it did something that's beautiful. A poll
Beautiful what?
utility function has been added to app dashboard page. Okay, that's good. Good job. Good job. So it added poll utility. There we go. New polling utility function. Poll every 3 seconds. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So what do we do with the poll? Handle URL submit function now uses this polling mechanism. Handle URL submit. Set current job ID to null. All right, new website initiating call and extract. This may take a moment. Processing site content. All right, it sets the job ID and then starts polling, and then okay, okay, okay. So it makes the request and then sets the active. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, mate. Oh, there's a bit of an error here. Says info variant. Well, I guess it means variant is default. Yeah, it should be default. There's no such thing as variant info. See, now I'm a bit worried because, am I supposed to be testing or checking these things? Like, I thought it fixes linter errors automatically. Maybe it didn't get to that part of the page. Oh, I kind of feel like we have to commit something here before it gets out of hand.
There's a massive change.
Yeah, there's still more to come. But this is a partial commit. That's the problem. Polling implementation. Partial. I don't even know why I'm writing commit messages. Like the AI should be doing that. All my commit messages are rubbish. Let's go. Let's proceed with the others. Hmm.
Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa?
Yeah.
Isn't that the capital of Ethiopia?
Yes.
Oh,
I
Addis
was.
Ababa.
It was in my brain. I was thinking Alba, Idris Alba,
Idris
for the
Elba.
British accent. Yes, but it
Oh,
came out as Idris Ababa.
oh, I see. Fascinating.
I know, isn't it?
I mean, the Ethiopian language is just super weird. It's one of the weirdest languages. It's just got all sorts of crazy symbols. Unbelievable. I don't know how, like, I don't know if they still use it or they just use English.
Even the Maldivian, uh,
The what?
Mal- Maldives.
Maldives. Oh,
Yeah, the language, the letters is quite interesting if you look at them. It's like Arabic, but it's not really Arabic.
oh, really? Maldives
Yeah,
language.
it's called Divehi
Divehi.
something.
It's called Divehi. Divehi. Okay. Let's see if there's a way we can. Oh, wow. Just while we're waiting for the AI to do its thing, we'll open this up. Divehi written in the Thana script. Bro, this is very
A friend
interesting.
of mine who was doing masters with me. He was from the Maldives, and he was the one who created the Android language pack.
For Maldives?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Foundational pieces are now in place. Oh, that's beautiful. It's got the foundational pieces in place. Implement polling stop conditions. The foundational. Okay, so what do we do next? Why doesn't it recommend what we need to do next? It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. It wouldn't. So I'm not sure what to do next. Maybe fix the front end. Okay, beautiful.
the lint errors maybe.
Can you fix the front end? Oh, the lint. Do you think there are any lint errors? Hope not. I hope I don't have to go back and manually check this. I don't see any lint errors. Wait, I think they're
Good.
highlighted somewhere here. Problems. There's no problem detected in the whole workspace. That's what I like to see. Accept file fully. I accept. Okay, so polling is done. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. Says loading false within poll completion. Okay. I don't even know what it's saying, to be completely honest, but whatever. So polling should be done. Polling done. But are there any other tasks related to polling that we can do next? Or do you think everything is totally fine from a polling perspective? I'm particularly interested in the front end stuff. So can I actually test this to make sure that it's working? The queue management? Bro, I mean, if we're done here, that would be nuts. Edit business info. Okay. Further polling related tasks and how to test the current implementation. You got it. From a polling perspective on the front end, we've covered the main generation functions. The main thing for testing is that the backend needs to be ready. Bro, are you telling me you didn't fix the backend up?
So was this just
This was all just front
like,
end rubbish?
but it says like integration of API additional.
Okay, regenerate. Same polling pattern for its call to the titles endpoint. Oh, bro, it didn't do the backend stuff? But I thought it already did it here. Call API. Oh, but it didn't actually modify. Bro. It didn't modify the workflow, the API workflow endpoints. Oh my God. Okay, bro. The backend is actually not ready for any of this polling stuff. So can you please update the plan to add all of the tasks related to updating the backend so that it works properly with the front end and I can, test the whole thing. It appears the edit isn't applying to the comment. That's unusual, but the important part is the code itself is updated. So to summarize, okay, I was trying to modify something. I'm not really sure what's going on. Okay. Done. Generate more titles is now okay. All right. Well, what was it trying to change? Generate titles indirectly via generate titles. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's done. Cool. All right. I mean, it's already checked off here, so I'm not sure what it was trying to change. So here we should mention workflow services. That's the mega file, like almost 1,000 lines that actually implements all the API stuff. Oh, actually, that's just the, bro, it's 1,000 lines almost. Yeah, that's just the brains. The actual API endpoints are implemented in slash API. API slash workflow slash, yeah, this is the one. So it would need to mess with all of the workflow endpoints here. What is it saying? Update the phase one section of your design. Yeah, update the design document. Just add all of the tasks related to the backend, please. Please. I mean, I don't know why I had to tell you this. Modify to create a job
back
record?
and
Oh, it already did it? Really?
implement the get. So this should be implemented.
Wait. Crawl and extract. Status to crawling.
Prisma.
Oh, okay.
It's
Wait.
already implemented, I think.
Oh, is it already doing that? It's updating the database, and then it knows that when it updates the database, the front end is going to call status and it'll pick it up. Okay. Yo. That's all it needs. That's all it needs. It doesn't need. Okay. Maybe we should just cancel that then, huh? We we should probably just cancel this restore checkpoint. Got a bit too excited. So I guess we just test it out, man. We just test it out. We test it out. We see if it works. And if it doesn't work as expected, then we can ask it to do like all of the remaining work. But at least for now, it seems like it's already taking care of some of the back end stuff. Why are we wasting more time, man? npm run dev. Why are you so scared to just run npm run dev and test it out? Let's go. Ready.
Drums, please. Ding, ding, ding,
Drum
ding,
roll.
ding.
Wait, is Postgres running? Okay, I mean, it's helpful if the database is actually running. Oh, dear. Why is it black and white all of a sudden? Oh, dear. Okay. I mean, the layout is rubbish.
Should it should run though.
Okay. But actually, we already have a website, so I don't know why it's asking for a new website. We already have a website here. So if I add a new one, it'll break, or it should
Yeah.
break. Creating website entry. What's the error? Error starting workflow, invalid request body. Uh, I mean, maybe if I delete the website entry. So, okay. I guess what we could do is just delete everything. Um, delete that, and then delete the website. Oh yeah, we can't do that. Keyword set. Okay, all right. It violates the content strategy. So we need to
Boolean.
kill this one first, and then we kill the keyword sets. Bro, hello. All right, and then you can kill the website. Okay, let's try again. Error starting workflow, invalid request body. Okay, what was the problem? Valid request body? Okay, all right. This was being sent to where? API workflow websites. Okay. Maybe we just start a new one, and then when creating or submitting a new website, I get this error message. Dashboard slash page. Page, where is it? Yeah, this one. Okay. All right. Hmm. Okay, let's check out. Mm, mm, URL and customer ID. Okay, your front end is not sending. Okay, okay, okay. For now, we can hard code one. How would you like to proceed?
So like a login thing.
Yeah, yeah. We've put off authentication for now, so that needs to be done at some point. But for now, we just like mock. We just hard code the customer ID, mock customer ID. That's what we use. Okay, just hard code. All right, cool. So let's try again. All right, bro. Initiating crawl and extract. Error, website not found. Okay, let's see. Did it actually add it to the websites? There it is.
No,
Okay, so it added it to the
group
website, but it didn't include the site markdown content, so it wasn't able to get the
crawl.
site markdown content. Uh, Error, website not found. Okay, but now I'm getting website not found? What does that even mean? Okay, likely means that we tried to start the crawl. New website was either not found or it was null. Oh, okay. Website ID. The backend expects a website ID. Hmm. Found it. Okay. Yep. The website has its ID field. Oh, okay, 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 okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. I'll make that change. All right. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't even need to read through that. Just knew exactly what the problem was. So, all right. Now this is gonna be interesting because like the website already exists. What is it gonna do? It's probably gonna fail. That's what it's gonna do. Maybe? Wait. What's unexpected response after starting crawl and okay. Now getting okay, let's see. Oh, oh, okay. But
The markdown, it's got the markdown.
the website markdown and crawl info is present in the DB, but front end shows error. Okay, that means the API isn't returning a JSON response with, since you mentioned the data is in the database, the backend is likely completing, but its response to the front end is not what the front end. I need to look at, oh, okay. It's supposed to be polling. Okay, I see the issue. The API currently does the crawl and extension synchronously. If successful, it returns the entire. Your front end expects to return it. Oh, okay, 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 okay. The actual response from your backend is updated website, which is the whole website. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, okay. Oh, bro, it's supposed to be using like polling is supposed to fix this. Maybe the polling didn't fix it. That's probably why. Uh, uh, Much simpler to implement, would then immediately return. Status pending. The front end would then poll. Okay, recommended if crawl site are fast, modify the backend to return the structure of the front end. Okay, okay, okay. Well, we actually already implemented option two, but it thinks we're using option one. This is stupid. Okay, okay, okay. I'll modify. No, no one asked you to modify, yo. Okay, now on success, it will respond with completed. Okay. I think we need to go back to that old okay. All right. Let's see. Um, I'm gonna commit what we got, like at least get the fixes in. I don't even know if we need to get those fixes in because like maybe they weren't actually fixes. No, they were. They were fixes. Yeah, they were fixes. We're getting too deep in the code, I feel like, you know what? This is no longer just vibe coding. This is more like freaking debugging. That's what's going on here. And then on top of this, we're also supposed to be doing. Why did it remove finally here? That's pretty weird. It's a weird. Okay. Okay. Bug fixes. I hope, 143 insertion. Wow. Oh, that's a lot.
It's a
I
lot of
didn't
change.
expect that. Okay, so I guess we go back to the old chat. Oh, we should have just opened a new tab. You can do that, new tab. So you don't have to close the conversation the way we're closing it now. 13 minutes ago, is that the one? Yeah, this is the one. Okay, bro, the backend is actually not ready for all this polling stuff. Update the plan to add tasks related to updating the back end so it works properly with the front end. Okay, so here we'll just pass in workflow, like API, the API basically, just pass in the API. May actually not be ready. We're not sure. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe it's ready, maybe it's not. We're not actually sure. So just verify that. That'd be good. If you can verify it, that would be very helpful. Hmm. Okay. Accept a potential job ID. Create a job record, return immediate response. Oh, accept a job ID if the operation is to be run asynchronously. They don't accept a job ID. That's stupid. They return a job ID. Create a workflow job and then return a job ID. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. And then implement the status API endpoint. Uh, Status endpoint needs to know what type of data the front end is expecting. I propose that it accepts a query parameter, and then the front end poll will need a slight modification to include this data type. Backend will then query the table, return its status. This is getting complicated. This is tricky. The actual long run tasks need to happen in the background after the initial API response is sent. Okay, bro. All right. Oh, right. It sounds like we need some sort of queue system. Oh, dear me. Background functions for cell or bull MQ? I don't want to set up bull MQ, man. What is this Vercel background functions? Oh, Vercel functions. What if you do Vercel functions
No.
self-hosted? Can you use Vercel functions? Oh. Can you use Vercel functions if you're self-hosting? Find database schema. Okay. I didn't think about that. Like the problem with the jobs thing, if we're gonna do the jobs thing and polling, is you need the request to continue to run in the background. But you're going to be
Asynchronous.
returning a response immediately to the user. So
I
how's that going to work? You can't do work after you've returned the response. Great. Proprietary feature. Self-hosting Next.js. No. Okay. All right. You can use Next.js API routes. Okay. Great. Fantastic. Uh, okay. So we'll have to use something like Bull MQ, it seems. Okay, okay, okay. This is turning, this is getting more complicated, more and more complicated. This is not just a front end change anymore. Like, what's wrong? with just making the whole thing synchronous. You just break it up into different tasks and then just keep the UI as is or show some pending loading indicator. And that's it. You don't need this stream stuff and make it flashy. That was the idea behind having the status endpoint is you're just going to pull it, which is great. But yeah, instead the API route creates a job in a separate mechanism processor. For now, focus the code changes on API routes. Okay, okay. Post. Mhm. Oh, the advantage of using Bull MQ or something like that would be that you wouldn't need to. Uh, no, you still would.
So what if, okay, do you think they will be lengthy, that synchronous approach instead of a synchronous approach would be heavy on the, on the server?
No, synchronous, I think, should be fine. It doesn't need to be async. Um,
I mean, for the queue management.
yeah, I don't think it needs to be async. I mean, so
Oh,
synchronous, asynchronous. What I actually mean is, like, yeah, I don't think you need like job management for any of these. It's not that long. You get up to 60 seconds, I think, and none of these take more than a few seconds. The crawling is probably a few seconds. That's probably the longest one, but the rest of them, are super quick, even with the calls to OpenAI. So yeah, you don't need. The longest one is probably going to be the keywords one. And we can just make up like
filtering,
statuses
or
on the front end. Like, oh, generating keywords and then just update it without even receiving any response from the server. It's like just the front end shows all of the steps it's doing.
hmm. So now the problem is, uh, it can't figure out, uh,
We're definitely overcomplicated. I feel
calling.
like this is getting overcomplicated. So what we need to do is
Okay, why do we
ditch
need polling
ditch the
first?
status, yeah, ditch the status endpoint. Okay. Ditch the status endpoint and then just wait. Like just wait for the response. That's it.
Yeah, that's easier.
Yeah. So we can just go back and undo all of those changes. Or maybe we
Could
just
keep
like do a hard
could
reset.
keep there could be an animation of some sort. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
While
Polling
the
implementation partial go up to 5 iterations. Bro, I'm just gonna go all the way back. Oh man, we don't even have the front end stuff. If we go back here, it's way too much. Like we went way too far back.
you can just tell it ditch polling and replace it with
Let's see.
asynchronous call that waits for the result response.
So we restore all the way up here. Okay. Okay, we've decided against doing the whole polling thing. Instead, we're just going to let the user wait synchronously for the response from the server and then update the UI once we get the complete response. And this would apply to all of the steps. So crawling, strategy generation, all that stuff. It'd be nice if the front end, instead of just being a loading indicator, it could actually show like the steps that are involved in each of the different operations, but without any like direct signal from the server. It would just say, for example, crawling, extracting product information, coming up with like target customer, something like that. Just showing like a breakdown, the likely steps involved in each of these stages without server signal, without real server status updates. Okay, that simplifies things, shifts UX work to the front end. We'll remove the polling logic and assume synchronous API calls. Okay, yeah. That's a nice one. I'll update design document to reflect these changes. Okay, we probably need to also add tasks to check the backend, so the API endpoints as well as the workflow services, just to double check and make sure that they operate in this desired synchronous fashion as well. Okay, very nice. This is very good. This is perfect. All right, so now we can start a new chat and then just start fresh, you know? So, but we're gonna learn from history and just commit commit the thing before, embarking on this new journey. So, okay, commit, um, prepping for sync implementation. 511 deletion. Wow. I think that was all in the plan. Okay. All right. So what do we need to do? Let's do phase one, I think. Let's implement. Let's implement phase one, mate.
Imagine if an employee was doing all the work and then you tell them, hey, ditch.
Yeah, you'll start dealing with their psychological trauma from doing meaningless work. They just realize their life doesn't matter and all the time they spent working on that thing was wasted. Yeah, yeah, it's a true concern. But here it's like you're just paying cursor. Speaking of which, we should probably check like what this billing situation looks like. Okay, it's all right, so we're still good. Only $8.50, but we're using the free requests. We've only used 235 of the 500.
So you get three requests every month.
Yeah, 500 free, and after that you start paying.
Wow. Why is it charging you while you still have them?
I'm not sure where the 850 came from.
I
Probably
think it's
oh
free
03 or
for
something.
ChatGPT.
Maybe one of those new models. So last month I paid $200 or something. It wasn't cheap.
Whoa,
Anyway,
expensive.
same website ID. All right, cool. Oh, it went for it. Okay, let's get phase one wrapped up. Fully synchronous. Okay, not just a job ID. Okay, we'll need to check API route handlers. Okay. Okay, found it. Okay, all right. I've got blah blah. Looks like most functions are already async and use await. Okay, nice, nice. Okay. All right, cool. So it didn't need to do anything. The API route handlers need to check start by listing. Okay. All right. Okay. Need to ensure that they are synchronous and don't use status. Might become obsolete. Pretty good. Okay. Wait. Doesn't return any job ID. Oh, okay. I thought it did. Oh, maybe we undid it. Like when I restored checkpoint, it probably got rid of all that status stuff. Do we have a status endpoint? Just ditch the status endpoint at this point. We just kill it. Avoid confusion. Propose changes, update, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, now it's just doing like error messages, trying to standardize them for us. Okay, okay. Updates on validation. Very good, very good. Okay. Oh, this status route, not a polling. It fetches the current state. Is perfectly fine to keep. Doesn't contradict the synchronous nature. Okay. Should be fixed to use website ID from params. Oh yeah, but we don't have auth. I mean, that's the problem. I hard coded it just so that I could get the thing working without auth. Now it's not going to work. Okay. All right, all right. It's standardizing errors. It's doing this task here. So this is fine. Like all of these are done. Hmm.
Lots of changes, man.
Ode, not error. Looks like we've addressed what's next on the list. Right? Your changes to the plan. Alrighty. Excellent. So I think we can just let's ditch the status and commit. So phase one done. We'll
Should
just
try to.
exclude the change that it made. Oh, why does this look like that? The diff looks horrible. Oh, it's probably because it works in dark mode. Need to change the theme to make it dark. Yeah, okay. Didn't check the comments on our stream. You know, last time we did it at the very end, missed out on some valuable input from, who was it? DiCaprio? Who dropped
Do you
by
have
last time?
anything?
It was Messi. It was Messi that dropped by last time.
Got three watching, mate.
There are three watching right now as we speak. Hello, everyone. Please drop a comment. I'd love to hear what you
Hello,
think
one.
of the quality of the posts that we're making every other day. I mean, it's virtually every other day. It's three times a week. All right, what is this? Just a bunch of error messages. Okay, okay. Internal server error, missing website ID. Okay, all right. Okay, okay. Oh, it's taking way too long. I was trying to be thorough, but this is ridiculous. I don't care that much. Oh, I didn't even find the one where it dropped the hard code. Well, whatever, whatever. Phase one, done. Okay, let's see what's left. Okay, start a new chat for better results. You bet. Okay, all right. So phase two looks like it's almost done. Um, API polling, bro. I thought we got rid of this.
Maybe it didn't update the plan.
Oh, what? No, it
I
did.
think you should tell it to update the plan. It didn't tell it to update the plan.
No, I did. Write your changes to the plan, and then it changed it. Bro, why am I still seeing like a bunch of polling tasks under implement API polling for long running operations? We should be ditching that. Like, we're not expecting any polling to happen. It should all be synchronous. So, can you just check the tasks in the plan and make sure that we ditch anything related to polling? Grow? Why am I? Bro, not grow. Oh. No comments. So we have two concurrent viewers enjoying this lovely content. Free content, by the way. We're not even charging you for this. And we put a simple ask, which is just leave a bloody comment, and you don't bother. I mean, I
Comments
mean,
is love.
comment like one comment, literally 0 calories. You're not going to spend anything. You just type a few characters and hit enter. I mean, guys,
We're not persuading for comments. We're just commenting on the fact that you're not commenting.
Yeah, it's right. Like one I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It's the very least you could do. Oh, we got a like. Is that you?
No, not me.
It wasn't you?
We have a fan.
Oh, it
You can
wasn't me
see.
either.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, sure. That's hilarious.
that was great. Well, thank you. I mean, comment or like, whatever you like. Whatever you like. All right, all right, all right. Where we at? What is this? Why was this so complicated? I feel I made a lot of changes. It's kind of obvious what you need to
So
change. You
you
need
need
to
to
open
manually
and
delete.
manually delete the following section. What? What are you talking about? Why is it asking me to apply it? Oh, the tasks are no longer relevant. It seems my attempt to remove the section didn't register, likely because it was too vague for a deletion. Okay, so I have to click apply manually. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, let's do that. So it's just that section then. There's nothing else. Okay, cool. All right, that's good to know. So now we should be able to just proceed.
Let's test it.
Uh, I don't know if that's gonna work, man. Did we get a comment? We still didn't get any comments. So I'm not gonna comment on the fact that we don't got no comments. PM run diff. Compiling dashboard. Okay. It's definitely not gonna work. Okay, invalid request body. Yeah, 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 exactly. Because we're not passing in invalid request body. Uh, I mean, we don't have authentication set up, and so it's screwing with all that stuff. Although I did mention like you can hard code it. Yeah, like here, get current. Okay, all right. We should probably do this for. Yeah, 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 yeah. We should probably just do this on the server side. So for all workflow and for all API endpoints, we should use this for as a stand-in for authentication. Also update the bits where we call these functions from the front end to not explicitly pass in any sort of customer ID or something. Okay, now, all right, this is getting deep. Let's list them all. Okay, okay, and finally, all right. So the API route handlers appear to be next. I'll create. Good place would be libauth. Okay, now I'll go through each one of those API routes. Oh, okay, nice. Looks like the file already has a line. I'll replace this with a call to. Okay, yeah. This is good. Yes, perfect. Bro, this is genius. I love this. It's doing a fantastic job. I'm very proud of it. I mean, the meticulous attention to detail. I mean, it's mind-boggling. If you were trying to get an engineer to do this, they'd be like, oh, but they'll probably
It will
miss like
take
half the
me 2 months,
instances. You what?
and it will take them 2 months.
Yeah, and they'll ask you each time, oh, but this one was a post request. Should I do it? What about this get request? Bro, it's just going through each instance and then saying, oh, you know, this is what I should do in this instance. And that's it. It's just doing the work. I love it. I love this. Oh man, I love it. Like honestly, I've been looking at this thing. It's called Taskmaster. Basically, the core idea.
Task
Yeah, Taskmaster. Where is it?
Taskmaster.
So I actually saw it on this tweet here.
Ah,
So this guy was like, "Oh, you're trying to build anything complex with AI, use this thing." And his workflow involves using this thing called a Taskmaster. And with Taskmaster, what you do is Um, so now we're coming up with a plan, right? We ask it to create, we ask it to come up with a plan, and then we tell it to implement each of the tasks, right? Like do phase one, and then it goes
yes.
through, and then you say do phase two, and then it goes through them. With the Taskmaster, it's basically that on a loop, and then after it implements each task, it thinks about whether it needs to modify the plan as a result of anything it learned from implementing the task. And then, it continues until it's implemented the entire thing. So it's basically like you give it a high level idea of what you need. It creates a spec with details, like asks you questions. Okay, what about this? What about that? So you figure out like all of the details, the design details. And then once it's clear, once it's comfortable with the spec, you just hit play and then it just runs the thing on repeat. It just goes through all of the tasks. So you don't have to do it yourself.
The Taskmaster.
Yeah, that's Taskmaster. I think it's an open source thing. There's actually a bunch of them, but there's Shrimp Task Manager. I think I've heard of that one. But but yeah, that's basically what you would do is, get the thing set up on repeat. And then you just, you know, oh, here it is. He didn't put the link to his thing. This is what he built with it. Image X AI, image generation interface. Very nice, very nice. I hate the landing page, but yeah, it's fine. Oh, Shipixin is his landing page thing. Okay, yeah. All right, cool, cool, very nice.
I think it's done with the changes.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, I made the necessary change. Very nice, very nice. I checked the API call to was already sending only the URL, which is compatible all API points. Oh,
Tasty.
beautiful. Beautiful. That's very nice. That's very nice. Thank you. I feel like saying thank you, but we're not living on a treasure chest here. Let's focus. All right, let's move this. What are we doing? All right, let's move this over. We don't need that right now. Bro, we still didn't get any comments. We've got one concurrent. Are you sure this isn't you watching this stream?
It is.
It
It
is
is me.
you?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
and it's not, are you sure it's not you that pressed like?
No, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you? Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. With very fragile egos, as you know. What was I going to do? All right, so
Fresh.
refresh. I don't think this would actually work in .ph. Okay. Analyzing site content and extracting business info.
That's the step forward.
Website not found. Oh, I think that was just a timer thing. It didn't actually do anything. Website not found. Because it's expecting a website ID. What is it doing on the front end? I think it's creating a website when you call start. I guess I don't know if that would be a separate thing. This basically when you first open up the dashboard, we need to check if you have a website. And if you do have a website, um, where's the okay, on the dashboard page, when you first open it up, it should check to see if you have a website. And if you already have a website, then it should skip over the initial step and just go directly to the, I guess it would actually need to know where you are, like whether the website, it would need to know the status. Like maybe we can do that later. When you first open up the website, if you're a new user, great, you just enter your website. But if you're an existing user, then you should skip to the actual step where, you last stopped. And if you made it all the way to the end, then you shouldn't see that onboarding thing at all, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Should probably add that to some sort of to-do list somewhere. See the last step you stopped on, or skip onboarding flow entirely if you're done, and just be able to add more posts, something like that, to queue more titles, something like that. Anyway, so we're gonna assume that it's a new user. So I'm gonna kill that, and then we're just gonna go refresh the page. Um, let's look at the network requests being made. Scroll and extract website not found. Okay, so websites, you're getting websites back, and you're getting an ID, and then you're not, or I guess you're not passing the ID back. That's probably what's going on. Crawl and extract.
the record is in the database, yeah?
Oh, look, it's passing in undefined.
Mm.
So it
Does
actually
it
creates the website, but when it makes the requests to the endpoint for call and
undefined?
extract, it's passing in undefined. Yeah, maybe we'll just fix that. Just copy as curl. When creating a new website, it makes the request to create the website successfully. However, the website ID is not passed to the crawl and extract uh, HTTP request correctly. So we don't actually. So how do you remove this? Yeah. This is which request? Yeah, workflow website. Next request. Okay, so here we should just mention the dashboard page and ignore that. Okay, let it just fix that. Fixed it. Yeah, okay. Yep. All right, so creates the website and then passes it to crawl and extract, which takes a few seconds and then returns the
Extracted
info.
successfully.
Review and edit the extracted information. All right. That's what I like to see. So, coming back to this plan here, what
Can
do
you
we
check the
need?
database?
Yeah, it should be there.
Hmm.
Status info extract. Okay, all right. It has a status too. That's good to know. So now we just need to, okay, so update the front end to make sure that it's, but why isn't it part of the plan? Like this should be functional now, right? Edit business info doesn't exist. I mean, the front end to make sure that it properly uses the sync response from crawl and extract. Right now, it just shows, what does it show? Like an empty screen? Yeah,
Information extracted
is
successfully.
this is crazy. Why is it doing that? Right now, so it's empty screen. Where's the response? Even though response successful. Okay, some sort of issue here. I guess now we can just also update it. So when you first open it up,
It should show.
okay, but when I reload the page, it doesn't detect the existing website and just prompts me to create a new
Status.
website. Can you adjust it so it, I mean, I don't know what I want it to do. I want it to
You want it
advance
to
to the correct
load
step based on where we are.
on the status. It should check the
I want you to
status.
advance to the correct step based on where we are in the onboarding process. That's a that's a chunky one. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be able to do that. Let's assume that website ID and active step are in the URL. What? Oh, it says status, but oh, we got rid of the status endpoint. So we don't even have the website ID. So you can resume patch. This implies that if we have a website ID, we should be able to fetch the data. We need to decide what data to fetch on reload. Oh no, what are you talking about? Nux? What is it talking about? What's all this Nux stuff? So basically what you need to do is first of all figure out if there's an existing website. And if there is, then you can just retrieve that website and use that ID as the default. Then you can check to see if the business information is already present. If it is, then you can skip over the crawl and extract part and move to the next step, which is getting the keywords.
You should also tell it to skip
You should
the
what?
keywords if they are existing. You should also tell it to skip the keywords if they exist for that particular
If the
website,
keywords already exist, then you should skip those and move on to the step after that.
and so on and so
If
forth.
the strategy already exists, then and has been approved, then you can skip over the strategy step and go straight to the last step, which is generating titles.
If titles
I don't know
exist, it
how
should be.
it would get the status. Like,
It will use the website ID to retrieve the data in the tables.
yeah, we may need to add a new status API endpoint that allows us to figure out or determine like exactly what the status is. But I leave that decision to you.
Big boss.
I mean, you would expect a plan to already have this in consideration. Like, I don't know why this is not part of the plan. This should have been part of the plan, right?
Yeah,
Determine what this saves and where,
but
save code where.
I feel like we should implement the authentication so that it would um, you know make things you know easier
Yeah, yeah,
because you would want the website ID to be automatic, like not a mock
yeah, it's true.
customer ID.
But we mocked it centrally so that it's easy to do. So any server side stuff that needs to know the user would just get the hard-coded mock thing, and then later on we'll add authentication on top. But
Yeah,
it won't affect the front end.
yeah. Yeah.
I like the approach that they took, actually. That's a great way to do it. So you can skip over authentication. Bro, did it even add? What is this? You didn't add the current status endpoint. Remember to implement the
Existing.
endpoint? You're supposed to implement the workflow status endpoint.
Well, you tell it to do what it thinks is necessary, so it's assuming it's better that you do it.
Uh, got ahead of myself and focused only on the front end changes. But don't let it happen again. Based on your design document, we'll use Prisma for database access and the mock get customer ID. I'll create the API route handler. All right, query the database. Okay. It will then attempt to fetch
But
info. Oh, that sounds great. That's an excellent plan. It will then construct and return the response according to the latest status response interface. Oh, I love it. That's actually a great way to approach this. Brilliant. I'm not as I'm not confident as much today, or Fleming as much. What is it called? What's the technical term?
hyped.
No, when you eject boogers from your nostrils. I forgot what it's called. When you blow your nose, basically. It seems like it's stuck. Here's the plan, then what?
Ask it if it's okay. Are you
Oh,
okay?
it's doing
No.
something here. No, this is the stream. Hmm. Uh, Man, Gemini does this all the time. Like it just gets stuck.
Freezes.
Here's the plan, and you're staring at it. Okay. The suspense is killing me.
Imagine it ends up to be a one-liner. Oh, it's coming out.
I have to make some educated assumptions. No, no, you don't. You can just find the don't do that. Okay, let's give it the schema. I mean, you can request the schema yourself. I don't know why. Okay. We'll try to retrieve the latest website's associated business information, keywords, content strategy, and return them in a structure that the front end expects. Here is the code.
Latest status.
Why is it why is it mocking it here? It's supposed to use libauth. It's supposed to use type assertions. Okay, should now correctly fetch. And other fields as defined in your front end strategy type? What? But I don't even know if it's gonna work. You don't need to leave the comments there. Removed. Prisma, and then it doesn't even use it. I think you're supposed to use Prisma from the lib Prisma. Use Prisma from lib Prisma. Check that this works against the dashboard page. make sure the dashboard is reading the status and that it advances based on the progress that the user has made. I don't know why it's not removing the things. It's just leaving comments that say removed. There's something wrong with how it's interacting with cursor. Okay. I was doing a lot of work.
Hope it works.
This is all thinking. It hasn't actually done anything. It's still in the thinking part. That is one huge
Massive
thought.
change.
I the main issue of the UI for a given step. Often hit the button to generate the steps data if the data wasn't already present. Oh, that's smart. That's very smart. To fix this, I'll refactor the JSX for steps 1, 2, and 3. Always render if its active step is current. Internally decide whether to display. Oh, this is smart. This is smart. Very smart. I like this. Let's proceed with these edits. Brilliant. Please don't stop. I mean, it would hurt if it stopped right here in the middle, and then I had to run it again. All right. It says it's done. I'll take its word for it. So let's just do a refresh and see for ourselves, shall we? Refresh. Latest status. Oh, it made two requests? It's very weird. Why would it return it? Oh, wow. It just went straight to the generate. Oh, that's beautiful. So it went to the target keywords, but I didn't approve the extract. Interesting, interesting. So the stuff was extracted, but I didn't approve it, and it just went anyway. Why did this get hit twice? Huh, okay. I think that's a React thing. Anyway, whatever. Maybe I should tell it about it. I'm seeing two requests to latest status in the clips. Any idea why? I think this is like a dev mode thing. I don't know. I remember taking a React course and then it talked about this issue of having two request. Oh, a strict mode thing. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. So it's not a problem. That's the bottom line. Generate keywords. Do you think this is going to work? This is probably the chunkiest request. Like it takes the longest. Wonder how long it's going to take. You know, I updated it to do 5 rounds instead of three.
Instead of three,
Yeah. Oh
isn't
yeah, I
it too
forgot.
much?
Huh? Yeah, it's probably too
Isn't
much
it too
actually.
much?
I don't know, man. Like it's so pivotal. I was like, this is so important. You know, you want to think, there it is. Look at that. I mean,
Oh,
it's more expensive now. Gardening, backyard, exterior design, garden living, landscaping, garden design. Uh, home design? Okay. All right. I mean, yeah, okay. But it had an exception. What was the exception? Let's let's fix there. Yeah, look at that. So it started off with these, but then SEMrush returned zero data for these super detailed ones. So then it was like,
did it?
okay, I'm going to request a new batch of broader, shorter keywords. And then the LLM suggested these. And then it was like, okay, found seven. I'm going to ask for broader. So it went with these. And then it's like, found four. I want broader again. So it went even broader. But it's not even like super broad. I think it should have moved even broader and then went broader again. So 5 iterations. And it only found 27 keywords total, which is actually pretty good for Bahrain. I mean, I don't know that you could even have found like 27 keywords related to rules. But I think like we can modify the prompt to make it even broader. But then we're kind of,
But
tweaking it to
do
work for
you,
Bahrain.
yeah, do you want it to be very broad? I don't think it will,
Yeah, I mean for
be
Bahrain it's
effective.
fine. Like, they're Ooh. No comments? Bro, this is depressing. I'm just gonna shut this off. Stream health is excellent though. Stream is healthy. We got 2 concurrent viewers. I mean, life is good, guys. A little appreciation, like maybe
A thumbs up?
maybe a like or like a comment. I can see you. You're here. Chat rate. There's literally no chats. Zero chats. Okay. All right. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We don't care about these vanity metrics. Okay. Oh, it fixed it? Let's see. Oh, we can't go back. I mean,
Oh,
that
it
kind
went
of
very.
that's really annoying. It's just automatically advancing. Okay, so let's accept the changes. I'm gonna commit everything. That's a lot of database queries just to know where we are, man. Anyway, it's good. It's working though. So far, it's working pretty well. right. Okay, 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 okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so we need to go back and we need to tell it. Um, but actually, the keywords you don't approve. Like you don't have to approve the keywords. So
They are obtained, yeah.
maybe it's okay if it just automatically goes to the next step.
But
But it'd
do
be nice if you
users
could just
should
go back and,
see
see the
them?
steps. It'd be nice if we could just go back to the previous steps and see the output. Um, because even if, we don't actually take action, so we don't modify anything, but just being able to see like what the keywords were before generating the content strategy, for example, would be helpful. And it's getting complicated. Like this dashboard page is already 1,600 lines almost. Bro, that's nuts. That's one heavy page. Oh, it's going for it. Right. Should now be able to see the progress bar. Okay. Again. Man, why is it taking so long? Must be that network request. Oof. Oh, it's busy. Oh, nice. Okay, so I should be able to go back by clicking extract. Oh, there it is.
Wait,
You
right.
can even edit keywords.
Wait, right, man.
Oh man, the keywords are empty.
So that's very beautiful.
The keywords are empty, even though like they actually show up here. Okay. Okay, amazing. I can click back to the other steps and see it, but the problem is the keywords I'm seeing are all empty. I'm guessing it's not returning the data in latest status. So latest status does not include like the keyword volume data, and it would have to like separately request that. Where is latest status? I can't see keywords. There it is. Oh, it should have keywords. It should be able to get keywords. So it's not in latest status, but oh, it actually is. Yeah, the keywords are all there. Like they should show up. But it doesn't show monthly searches. Oh, okay.
Monthly searches.
These searches are rubbish. Like this is going to get the guy depressed. He's going to look at it and think,
Well,
"Wow, this is horrible. What am I doing
he's a
here?"
business that's is
But hey, I mean, we're
oh,
not trying to protect them from reality here.
exactly, man.
I think they understate uh, the monthly searches. Okay, here's how I'll update. Okay, I need to refresh. Hello. Is it related to this? I don't know. While this fixes the immediate rendering issue, it's a good indication that the keyword data being loaded might not be complete. You should investigate the service or function that generates keywords and save them to the database. Ensure it's populating. Oh, ID, text, volume, difficulty, and relevance. Eh, well, how to fix that, and then I'll share with it the response from latest status.
You
Why
got
can't I
two.
scroll down? Okay. The keyword data is still not being displayed properly. Can you read here's a sample response from the keywords from the latest status endpoint uh, that might be useful for populating the keyword data. Doesn't quite match. Need to transform the keyword data. Yeah. I mean, you can change the front end too. Shouldn't be using Prisma directly like this. These changes. Okay. All right. So we should be able to refresh and then see the info correctly. Oh, no keywords found? That's not right.
Which website is it though?
We only have one. No, now it said, even though I know it's. One sec, I'll be right back. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Right. So what was the issue here? Let's see. Latest status. What's wrong? It's returning keywords null now? That's pretty weird. It was working before. I mean, the keywords are here. Maybe it's the wrong format, that's why? Oh, that's strange. Hmm. As raw keyword. Okay, so latest keyword dot keywords output JSON as raw keywords, and then it maps them as it's not in the raw data. Okay, so it's just making up the relevance. Whatever. Ditch relevance. Who cares about relevance? The sample response is the array of keywords. I don't understand what it's doing here. Use transformed keywords. Okay, so it's returning the transformed keywords. Okay. All right, so it's returning transformed keywords. We just need to amend that here and figure out what's going on inside this request. Oh, okay. All right, so it's getting the keywords. Okay, keyword sets. Okay, so it's getting the latest keyword sets. Oh, it's trying to get keywords output JSON, which doesn't make sense. I mean, latest keyword sets. Okay, okay, keywords output JSON.
JSON.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. And then it gets raw keywords. Keywords output
So
JSON
those
is
only, so those were the 27, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So then it maps it to some sort of transformed keywords, which is okay. And then yeah, that's it. Like that's fine. So you're gonna get transformed keywords. It doesn't do anything with transformed keywords. What does it do with
I
transformed
think
keywords?
it's using keywords instead of transformed keywords.
Oh, it did the map here, but it didn't work. It is an array, right? It was an array, wasn't it?
Is array.
I mean, this looks fine. Well, what is the issue?
What's the variable name?
Keywords output JSON is not an
Output
array as
JSON.
expected. Huh,
It's a JSON.
not an array as expected, and then oh, okay. So it's
It's just a JSON.
it's a JSON of objects?
Text, I think, is JSON, either text or objects. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we can just feed that in here. Um, so on this page, like we can just reference this route, uh, which is latest status. Is this latest status? No, we need latest status. Okay. Let's see if it can fix that. Excellent. Okay, the log message. Okay, we're treating as if it were directly the raw keywords. Okay, so let it fix it. Okay, so refresh. Still? Wait, it's returning it now.
I think it
Stop.
went to strategy. It just didn't highlight it. Click on keywords.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, you're right.
it's better.
What's the red mean? Difficulty?
It's visually pleasing.
I think difficulty.
Yeah.
75% match. We need to ditch the match. Ditch, relevance. Also drop the ID field since we can just use the text instead. Update latest status. Let's go on dashboard. Botanical gardens? Huh. Outdoor furniture. Okay. And this is depressing. Like just looking at these numbers. 20 monthly searches?
I think we should remove the regenerate button.
For keywords?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's an expensive
because
one.
it already does like, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Totally right. Okay, that fixed it. I mean, yeah, it's okay. So you have raw keyword, and then you have the actual keyword, which we send back, which is just ID text. Why do we have ID, man? I thought we got rid of that. I told you to ditch ID. Remove the relevance. ID field continues to be
Why?
commented out
Why do
badge.
you want to remove the ID?
I don't know. It's meaningless. Like, why is it sending the ID twice? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Um,
It could be useful for.
could be useful. No, it's not useful. It's just returning the keyword in the ID field. It's using it for, it's like a React thing.
Hmm. Ah,
Anyway,
okay. I thought it was a number.
all right. So create content strategy. Oh man, what is the problem now? Content strategy. So it doesn't exist in the database. So it failed to generate a content strategy. Why?
JSON
Unexpected
input.
end of JSON input. Okay. Okay. Let's do a new thing for that. So just so it just calls content strategy without passing in. Okay, so it passes in a website ID and then calls content strategy, which should, I'm guessing like it should have should get all the information it needs from the
Keywords.
database, right? It just
Yeah,
needs,
using
okay,
a
so it needs
keyword
a
ID.
keyword set ID and feedback, which is optional. So it doesn't have the keyword set ID. I'm guessing that's why it's failing.
And there is no keyword set ID. Is there in the database?
Um, it should be smart enough to pick it up from the website ID. Okay. But let's just make it pick it up from the website ID. Update this endpoint to retrieve the keyword set ID from the database. Just use the most recent keyword set belonging to this website and allow it to only accept a feedback parameter, which is optional. Update the dashboard if needed to comply with this new API contract. Okay, I'll update the API. All right. Not sure what this is for. Is valid keywords output? Bro, it doesn't look like we're going to be finishing today. We're already at 2 hours, 20 minutes. So we're good. If not, I'll make the precise change. Could you verify if the fetch call within generate strategy and app correctly has? What? It can't even update the page?
I think there's a, as you said, like I think there is a problem with Gemini and cursor.
Regenerate with feedback. Correctly has headers. If so, we're good. Yeah, I guess we're good. Let me see. Refresh. No, yesterday when there was an issue, it wouldn't even work. Like it would just automatically switch you back to 4.1. So keywords are displaying properly. And then we go to create content strategy. Okay. No content strategy in DB. Payload, we didn't pass anything. Okay. Oh, we got the content strategy. Content pillars. Okay, so maybe that's the issue is like it's we got a content strategy back, but the front end fails and errors out with that. I mean, I don't know why they don't let you copy the text. Can you update the UI to fit the response we get back? I mean, the content strategy doesn't match what we use here. The strategy here just looks way different. Doesn't even allow you to go back. All right. We're close. We're close. We're almost there, man. Actually, we're not. We still need to do duplication queue, and then there's what else is there? There's the where's that to do? Oh yeah, we already did that. That's very nice. That's nice. What's this? Did he fix it? Okay. Extract necessary fields from the strategy text. I don't think we should
But
do that.
shouldn't the strategy be like shouldn't be just displaying the so I know it displays the titles, but it shouldn't it display like the plan, the
Yeah, we shouldn't try to extract details from the strategy text. Instead, I just want you to display the entire strategy to the user in its form,
yeah,
I guess in its raw
that's way
form.
better. It will make look pro man. We're not live, yeah?
We are.
No, I don't
Why?
think we are.
We are. It's 2:20, man. You're saying we're not live
Then
streaming.
chill.
That would
Yeah,
be
not live
unfortunate.
streaming. I don't think we're live streaming.
We are, mate. We are. There's 3 people watching us as we speak. 4. 2 likes. Whoa. Guys, we're going viral.
Yeah,
It's
we're still live.
nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, I feel famous. Wait, what happened here? All right, so here are the
We are
summary of
famous.
changes. Okay, what's going on? Let's refresh. Just take it fresh. See if we can parse out the strategy. Okay, it's not getting the strategy. It's not getting the strategy back. A strategy null? Hmm. It's not in here either. No, it is here. Like
It is. Yeah.
latest
Okay.
update,
Well,
latest status to return the strategy. Currently
does
just
it use
sends
the
back.
customer ID?
What?
Does it use the customer ID for
Uh, yeah, of
strategy?
course. Yeah, yeah.
Is
As the
it in the
strategy.
database?
Oh man, it's doing some JSON parsing for strategy. Well, what are you doing, yo? You don't have to do that.
Can you check the database real quick?
Yeah, it's there. It's right here, man.
Where?
No, it references keyword set ID, and then keyword set ID is associated with the customer.
Okay.
Well, with a website ID,
I
and then website ID is associated with the customer.
customer ID.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Guys, I'm going to repeat the request I made earlier. We're going to end the stream if someone doesn't write a comment, just any comment. Hello?
Show
We
us the
need a
love.
comment. Show us some love, guys. I mean, we've been yapping for like 2.5 hours now. Just something, some form of interaction would be great. We're practically begging. Here's the proposed modification. Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Just return strategy text. What's with the content pillars and stuff, man, though? Let's ditch the content pillars. Estimated time to rank, like all that stuff. Maybe that's nice. I mean, I don't know if it's necessary. Okay, but we don't have time to rank and content pillars and all that stuff. So maybe just ditch all the stuff that we don't have and return only the information that we get back from the API, okay? Maybe it'd be good to have like a time to rank. I mean, I don't know. It would be interesting to see. Content pillars, 30-day action plan, keyword club.
Why do you want to ditch the pillars though?
Ditch what?
The content pillars.
Well, we don't. We're just returning text at the moment. That's the problem, right? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, maybe we need to parse this out. Like right now, it's just returning text. It's just returning the entire plan as text. Maybe if we get it back in JSON, then we can feed it back to the UI. So modify the UI based on the structure that we're getting back.
Got you.
Maybe that's what we need to do, right?
Hmm.
This is just struggling with all of the changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, or cleanly update. Okay, all right. Let's just go back to here. We'll restore it to back there. Okay, we'll restore it to back here, and then we'll say, man, we just have to go to strategy and then update this to return uh updated to parse the where is it making the request? Oh, that's inside. This is happening inside workflow services. So strategy. Okay, content strategy. So we need to update workflow services. Okay, that would actually be a separate thing. Maybe we do a new tab and then update the content strategy to return JSON with the same fields. So basically in the same format. So objective, positioning, and core promise. Do we mention that in the content strategy to return JSON and then 30-day action plan? So keyword clusters, content pillars, top opportunities, positioning, and core promise and objective. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Call to OpenAI to return JSON with the interface we defined. Okay, this should be good. Yeah, okay. All right, done with the change. Very good. Very good. Top
We got a clogger,
opportunities.
man.
What's that?
I thought we got a clogger.
A clogger. No, 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 no. It doesn't happen that suddenly. What are we looking at?
I made
Strategy. You what?
stringify.
Yeah, it's keyword sample for inspiration, stringify. Oh,
That converts it to text though.
well, what is this? System prompt lines, constructing prompts. What? Generate titles? Content strategy. Okay, that's the generating titles part, but we're looking at content strategy at the moment. So it's saying, all right, produce a single JSON object that conforms to the following TypeScript interface. That's a weird way to structure it, actually.
So it's creating like an object for each of the components in the strategy.
Yeah,
A ve- So it kind of treats it. It's treating it like its own class. That actually makes it very modular.
I have no idea what you're talking about, actually.
So if it's like the whole strategy is separated into subcomponents, that means you can modify each component by itself.
Yeah,
Like each component is variable
yeah,
instead of treating it like a whole chunk.
yep. I don't know if it's gonna work, actually. Just let's see.
Let's see, but I think it's good for scalability. Not that strategy would grow that big anyway. I don't think the strategy will expand to be a huge one for it to require this structure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there for preview. Like, we basically just want to wire it. We'd
Yeah,
like to then wire it to the dashboard so the user can see the individual pieces.
we've got rain.
It's raining.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
really good. It's heavy rain, man.
All right.
We've
So it
rendered.
fixed the
I think
endpoint.
it's asking you.
Oh man, are you kidding
I
me?
think it's asking you if you want to display.
Now does calls generate content strategy when creating the content strategy serializes this object into the strategy text field. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Your Prisma.
I don't know if we want to do that. So maybe we need to update the schema instead, or just turn it into a JSON object.
I stored it as a JSON.
Yeah, but it's called strategy text, right?
Yeah. I think we can. So even if we store it as a JSON object, uh, yeah, we need to modify the table strategy. We can.
Um,
Why is it difficult to convert the text to JSON in the front end?
we could return it as text and then like parse it as JSON, but it just seems pointless. Like, why are we doing that, right?
Hmm.
Just update schema to use JSON. Mate, ditch strategy text. Yeah, sure. Okay, so now it's no longer called strategy text, it's called
JSON.
strategy JSON. Where did it go? Strategy JSON, yeah. And then npx prisma generate. Then we just delete this. All right. We don't need to do that as any. Just restart the server. All right. This should be good to go. Uh, index signature for type string. There's prisma.json value. What is that? Whatever. We'll just keep it as any for now. Assume that's fine. Uh, API route is written to use strategy JSON. Okay, so now all we need to do is update dashboard page. Oops. And update the UI to use the correct structure. Now returned.
Just give me a second. I'll be back.
Mhm. Here's my website. Find first invocation the column content strategy dot strategy text. Oh, using strategy text. Does not exist in the current data. Bro, what is the problem? Workflow. Okay. Latest status.
So it didn't update strategy text to strategy JSON.
It did,
There is
but I'm
still
fixing all the dangling references. There's so many broken references.
it wasn't able to update all the references.
No, it didn't.
What a farce.
Oh man, let's hope it works.
There's one more instance, but that's the database. Yeah, from
What is this?
10.
Where is strategy text? I'm not seeing it anywhere. Strategy text. Oh, this? Okay. I mean, it's just gonna display strategy JSON. That's ridiculous. Okay, whatever. Oh my God. This whole PR is a big, massive mess. I don't want to commit this, man. It's crazy.
Could
Maybe I
not
need to
load
restart
state.
the database. That's why. That's why it's erroring out. As the Prisma is updated. Finally, strategy still no. We didn't generate one, that's why. So we need to generate the strategy. Let's create it. See what we get back. Oh man, here goes nothing. Doesn't work. I'm just gonna.
Get an ice cream. Oh man.
Oh, I was not expecting that. It was very interesting. We got some content pillars.
Can you refresh the page?
I'm scared to. Why can't we just
What?
appreciate that it's actually working?
It's only appreciated when it's refreshed, man.
Okay, all right. High volume,
So
zero
the
competition, outdoor living. All right. Okay, we'll refresh.
the titles.
What is this?
Oh, go back to the strategy.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
it's
we're talking
working.
about.
Beautiful.
So the 30-day action plan is those are the titles, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
the
we got
titles are
four,
correct. That's right. Top opportunities, content pillars.
and the content titles themselves. You see them
Where?
below.
Clusters?
30-day action plan.
30-day action plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maintenance and upkeep, informative and inspirational. I feel like they're good clusters. It's a good
Yes,
combo.
they are.
It's a good combo
I
they
think
have
the
going.
strategy overall is a pretty good one. I liked it. I mean, like you could imagine you just plug in your website and then boom,
Yeah,
you have content based on keywords that are actual, you know, actually studied and
yeah,
researched.
yeah. High volume, zero competition. Whoa. I don't
The
even know
amount
if
of
it's
time you
actually high.
save is incredible.
Is it actually high volume? I mean, it'd be good if it actually were. Outdoor living, backyard design, volume 90. Oh, backyard design, volume 90? I wasn't expecting that. Outdoor design, volume 10. I mean, it's rubbish. But outdoor living, okay,
Is
maybe
90.
we actually display it.
See, SEMrush.
Oops, what happened here? JSON format. Okay, so outdoor living. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't call it like high volume.
Big, yeah.
This may be the intent. Like, if you consider exterior design, garden living, backyard design, if all of that gets, bundled under
Cluster,
like outdoor
yeah.
living, then yeah, it's decent.
For a cluster, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be doing, right? Outdoor decor, garden decor. I mean, you're looking at rubbish volume, so you kind of have to scrape things together to come up with backyard ideas. Surprisingly, I didn't think that was, yeah, there's a big one. Home design.
So I would say you've done a pretty good job.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's pretty decent. Like I was worried that when you output it in JSON, then, it turns rubbish, but looks like it's okay. It's still pretty good. Uh, yeah, I say we commit. Like I was
Yep.
skeptical, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So we're almost there. I mean, we have a much better UI now, and it's partially implemented. We hit strategy. The last part is hitting content and implementing the publication queue, and we're done. Like there's nothing else beyond that. Oh, authentication. We should probably be keeping track of like these things. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, yes, sure. Okay, all right. I'm not reading anything. I'm not checking this. Okay, just go. Yes, please. Whoa, what's that? Oh, I pasted the JSON in the schema. Oh my God, no, don't. Oops, that was a mistake. Migrations. Strategy as JSON. Okay. And then just do a hard reset. Strategy. So the thing that's remaining now, let's see.
Content.
Saving to- what did we say? Publication queue, and then generate titles,
And
authentication,
the content itself.
any content.
The content for the titles. The blog posts.
Yeah, that's the content. And then publication queue, it gets added to a publication queue. You're saying
Yeah.
like create a separate page for viewing the posts?
Well, the queue
Posts.
is to publish what's already been generated. You don't want to hit the generate an article every time, do we?
Yeah, I
Like you
mean
want
that's
it
the
to be
publication
generated on the
queue.
fly?
No, we oh, I don't know, man. We probably need some sort of cron job that just generates posts and publishes them, so marks them as published. I actually don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll figure it
Or
out.
what if the other step would generate the post, so you would have the post stored in the database, and the cron job just publishes them.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that's how it would work.
We got 3 likes, man.
3 likes? Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So it's good to feel appreciated. I mean, that's the name of the game. All right, great. Um, cool then. I guess that's a wrap. Oh my God, we're nearing the 3 hour mark here. That was the stream. We didn't even have a toilet break this time. Unbelievable. Well, we're getting closer. We're inching closer. Not quite there yet, but we'll see you guys in the next one, I guess. Adios, folks.